will not allow you to fuck up my peace. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to a new video. My kids are gonna go with my mother-in-law to the beach boardwalk, and me and my husband are gonna have a date day. If you're new here and this is the first video you've ever clicked on of mine, my name's Carly. This channel's Carly Lifting. This is my daughter Gianna, and then you will meet my son Dominic and my husband Johnny, and then our dog Daisy, of course. Like I said, if you're new here, we currently live in San Francisco, but my husband is in the military and we are going to be moving back to Japan in November. If you're interested in seeing Japan vlogs, then definitely subscribe. This is my husband Johnny. Sorry, I'm getting the right lighting.
If this is your first time here,
buckle up.
Sorry.
Because we're moving back to Japan and they're gonna be seeing a lot more of you guys, so I wanted to just formally introduce you guys, introduce myself, introduce Daisy. That's the doggy. This is Dominic. This is my teenager. Let me see your face. I can't even see your face, bruh. He's my gamer, as you can see. Stop. Look how handsome. Okay, he's the shy one. Just kidding. Are they good?
Really good. I just hate the inside. The inside, you know, like the texture,
Doggy.
healthy guys.
Trapping like the narco, got dope like Pablo, cut dope like Pablo, cut through chop trees with the Draco, on the north got Diego, say hasta luego, we'll be in rapping kilo, snub nose with potato, take out, no monkey in the jungle, fly high like a sauna, bouncing nothing, I'm trying to weep an anaconda, jumping in the water, trying to slip across the water, glass, see yours out, got me big bad for Ronald, out, bag of money, know I gotta have it, savage, but I'm still a gentleman in Cali, Atlantic, nigga turn them in about the cabbage, kill this whole family.
Going for a date day bike ride.
date day bike ride.
Put away
Shift down.
to go slower. Whee! I had it for a second. And I got my mic on so they can hear me talking. Babe, what? I didn't get enough speed. I was trying to record at the same time. Bruh. Dude, my legs literally still have a pump right now. Like, feel.
It just squirted at me, Mama.
So you know it's good.
Look at my face. Oh my god.
I need a big ass bowl. Mmm.
I have to do it short like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to slurp it.
Mm. Oops. So
I don't know how
do
to. Just
1, 2, and then cubes.
just 2, no 3.
Yeah, 2. morning, everybody. I'm sitting in traffic right now. It is 9:56. What day is it? It's Tuesday. I'm sitting in traffic. I'm driving to the grocery store. As you guys may know, I think I've brought it up on my channel before. Well, you know, we live in San Francisco. There's a military base in San Jose, which is like an hour away from San Francisco, which is actually where we're from. But they have a grocery store on base, and the prices are significantly cheaper than any grocery store in the city or anywhere for that matter. So I make the drive. I make the hour drive. Not every time. Sometimes I'll go to Sprouts or Whole Foods. And honestly, I'm probably going to stop at one of those stores after the grocery store on base. But I do like to make the drive over there and get my groceries there, at least some of them, because like I said, it is significantly cheaper to the point where making the hour drive is worth it. Like that's how much cheaper it is to go to the grocery store on base. Like I'm talking like half off prices of any grocery store not on base. So I'm making the drive over there. Usually the traffic isn't this bad at this point on the freeway, but yeah, it's probably gonna take me like maybe an hour and a half to get there, but jeez, I'm telling you it's worth it though. I'm probably gonna have to go to Sprouts or Whole Foods after, because one thing the grocery store on base doesn't do well is produce. Like I have to go elsewhere for my produce. I have a lot on my mind because I have so much to do before we move, but I'm trying to just take it one day at a time. I'm trying not to live in the future. So much of our stress is caused by living in the future and worrying too much about future to-do lists. I think stress, at least in my life, can be contained if I just take it day by day, take it one step at a time, one task at a time, stay organized. Because if I'm not keeping track of what I need to do and marking things off my list, I'll forget things and then I'll get stressed out and it's just a whole mess. So staying organized and just taking it step by step has been helping me keep my stress at bay. My stomach is growling. I'm not kidding, we have no food right now. Like I mentioned in my last video, I've been so strict with my diet lately, like so committed to myself and my goals. But with that means like when we have not a lot of options at home, I chose to not eat this morning versus eating something unhealthy, which is fine, but like I need to make sure we have food because I'm not trying to starve myself. You know what I mean? It's a really gloomy day here in San Francisco today. It was freezing when I took Daisy to the bathroom this morning. Oh my gosh. It says 55, but it feels like 50 because it's windy and there's no sun. And it's supposed to be cold for the next few days. But honestly, I'm trying to soak that in because when we get to Okinawa, as much as I'm like excited and I'm ready for the sun and the tropical vibes, like it gets hot. It gets really hot and humid. That's the main thing. It's extremely humid in Okinawa. So yeah, the weather is going to be very different from what it is in San Francisco. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. You guys are going to be you're probably already sick of me talking about it at this point because I talk about it in every single video. I can't think about anything else. Japan is the only thing on my mind. Like I wish I could fast forward time to November and be on that plane going to Japan. But like I also mentioned before, I'm trying to live in the moment. I'm trying not to want to speed up time. Like I'm trying to enjoy every moment for what it is, because at the end of the day, when we leave and we get to Japan, there are going to be certain things that I miss about. What is this person doing? Are you trying to get over? Why are you on their ass? Anyways, what was I saying? Like my girl Boo Bougie would say, stay with me. If you guys haven't, go check out my girl Boo Bougie here on YouTube. Her name's Ivy, and her channel is Boo Bougie, and that's my girl. I love her vlogs. She does like lifestyle content. She's super cool, super down to earth. I'll put in her channel name right here so you can go look her up. She's awesome. Okay, you're trying to get over. I appreciate the blinker. Thank you. I think there's an accident. That's why the traffic is crazy right now, because I see I'm about to pass it and it's about to clear up. That's why everybody's trying to get over. Okay, this is making sense now. There's been so many accidents lately, and not even just accidents, but like I've been seeing so many people being taken out on stretchers, like in different areas of San Francisco. Like, it happens every single day, whether it's like a drug overdose or an accident or something. That car is totaled. Wow. Looks like they ran into like the side like railing pretty hard. Actually, going back to talking about my friend Ivy Bubuji, in one of her most recent videos, I think in the title it said, "No is a complete sentence." That really hit me because I've always been somebody who I can say no. Like, I don't really have a hard time saying no and protecting my energy and myself and my peace. Like, if there's something that I don't want to do, I'll say no. Like, I have no issue hurting people's feelings in order to protect my energy. And I think the people that really care about you don't take offense when you say no. If you're offended by me saying no, it sounds like you have some work to do on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like just in general, if you're easily offended and you think everything has to do with you, you have some healing work to do, because it's not always about you. Most of the time, it's not about you. If somebody else is saying no, it's about them. It has nothing to do with you. Yeah, I've learned that the most emotionally intelligent people, it takes a lot to offend those types of people. If you're emotionally immature and you have a lot of work to do, you're still naive and immature in that sense, you're probably going to be very offended very easily. Going back to saying no and no being a complete sentence, like I said, I've never really had a problem saying no, but just recently I've kind of felt this new recommitment to myself and to my own, like, honoring my own energy and protecting it. And I'm in this space where I will not allow anybody to come fuck up my peace, basically, is what I'm saying. I don't care who you are, family, friends, stranger, it doesn't matter. I will not allow you to fuck up my peace. Like, I have built this barrier around myself, this protective bubble, if you will. And I know how to shut it down really quickly. If I sense somebody trying to upset me, whether it's intentional or not, like if somebody's doing something to upset me on purpose, you're the first to go. Like, absolutely not. But if somebody is doing something that messes with my peace unintentionally, that's different. Like, I have a little bit more, like, I can let certain things go if it's not to intentionally hurt me. But at the same time, like, my boundary is strong. My boundary is so strong. I am unapologetic as hell. If I need to cut you off to protect myself, I will. If I need to distance myself to protect myself, I will. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Like, that's who they are. Don't give people multiple chances to hurt you and to show you who they are. I understand, like, giving somebody a second chance. Like, if somebody, like, people make mistakes, as humans we do, but at the same time, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Like, don't just forget about that. You know what I mean? Like, people can change, yes, but it takes a long time of deep inner spiritual, like, healing to change certain things about yourself. I'm saying that from experience because it's taken me like maybe like the last 5 years or so to take accountability for myself and my own actions and the way that I was toxic. I thought I was extremely emotionally mature 5 years ago. Boy, was I wrong. Like, I've learned so much since then, and I've taken accountability for who I was then. But like I said, it's taken me 5 years of growth and inner work and meditation and so many things to truly be emotionally mature and healed. So going back to, if somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So 5 years ago, if I showed somebody my toxic side, they should have taken that and believed me when I showed them that, because it's taken me 5 years to heal and grow from that. I'm not saying I was super toxic or anything, not at all. And I'm not saying that I'm completely perfect now, not at all. But there were parts of me back then that I had to work on, and it took me a really long time to get to where I'm at now. So it's okay to give somebody the benefit of the doubt if they're doing something that you don't agree with, or if they're being toxic, or if they're treating you a certain way. It's okay to see them as human and understand that like nobody's perfect, but at the same time, protect your energy. You have the right to cut people off at any point in time. You don't need to explain yourself either. That's the thing. Like, so many people are afraid to cut people off because they're worried about what that person might think or what other people might think or who's judging me and this and that. Who cares? Who cares? At the end of the day, the most important thing that you have is your peace and your energy. If you don't have peace in your heart, in your soul, like, what do you have? You know what I mean? So cutting people out can be extremely healing. Distancing yourself from certain people can be extremely healing. Not only that, and this is totally like a different direction, and I'm not really going to go down that road, but same thing with like cutting out foods that are bad for you or adding in things that are positive for you, like exercise, meditation, like outdoor, being in nature. There's things that you can cut out and there's things that you can add into your life to protect your energy. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Sometimes I just ramble and I'm like, wait, hold up. Did that make sense? But I feel like you guys get me. Like, for the most part, anytime I go on these tangents, you guys reassure me that it makes sense and that you resonate with it. So I hope this could resonate with some of you, because like I said, though I've done so much work on myself, just recently I've felt this recommitment to being firm with my boundaries. And again, I've always kind of been that person, but as of lately, I've felt this recommitment to myself. I think that's because I've recommitted to just being the best version of myself that I could possibly be. And I kind of lost sight of that for a little while. But like I said, with my nutrition, with going to the gym, like with my spiritual work and inner healing and like meditation, like I've recommitted to that. And so with that comes recommitting to being firm with my boundaries and with who I allow into my energy. Not even just like in person physically, but who I'm following on social media, what YouTube videos I'm watching. If it doesn't make me feel good, if it doesn't inspire me, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to follow. I'm not going to see you. I'm not going to talk to you as much. I'm not going to reach out to you. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Like, don't worry about other people so much, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I think I'm speaking to the people pleasers out there. I think so many people worry about protecting other people's feelings, but what about your own? Like, what about yourself? That's the most important thing at the end of the day. Your kids, that's different, but grown adults in this life, like, they're responsible for themselves. You're only responsible for yourself. And at the end of the day, if you're not happy and you're not at peace, again, what's the point? I hope that my words and my YouTube channel can bring a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of encouragement, or whatever it is that you need. I hope I can bring some positivity into your life. I'm talking to myself too, because these are obviously things that have been on my mind. And so to be able to actually voice them to somebody makes a big difference. Like, when it's all up in my head, like, sometimes it feels disorganized, which is why I love talking to you guys, because I can just get it off my chest. It kind of organizes everything for me in my own mind. And then at the same time, I hope you guys can benefit from it too. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chat. This was good. This was healing for me to talk about it. And this is a lifelong journey, you know? I'm only 33. I have so much more learning and growing to do, but I feel like being 33, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. You know what I mean? Because there are so many 40, 50, 60-year-olds that are still so emotionally immature and not healed and toxic. And just because you're older does not mean that you have done the work. That's the thing. Like, everybody ages, but are you doing the work to be an emotionally mature and intelligent and kind and not toxic human? It takes work. You know what I mean? Like, you constantly need to be learning and working on yourself. We got one life, so let's be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. That's my goal in life. That is my goal. And if I'm the best version of myself that I can possibly be, my kids benefit from that. My husband benefits from that. Everybody in my circle benefits from that. And that's what's most important to me. So I'm gonna keep working on me, you know? Warm in here. That feels good. That air feels good. My baby. So I went to the grocery store on base. I'm gonna put everything away and then I'll have to go pick up my kids, and then after I pick them up, we'll probably all go stop at Whole Foods on the way home, or maybe Sprouts. But yeah, mostly just to get produce. I have to snack on something as I'm putting my food away. Always.
Thank you. On that note, there, you always make it right. You always make it right.